Hey y'all, shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom means peace, God's peace. So yeah, boss man, I was telling you guys earlier about the two girls from my camp that I take care of, the homeless people. They had a camp of 7 people. Um, and they did lose more than boss man, so um everything's disrupted, and I guess the camp is no longer there anymore. So I don't even know. I don't even know everything that transpired. Yeah, I don't know everything that transpired, and I just get the feeling like I'm not gonna know. I do want to say I'm gonna miss Boss Man's smile because he had one of those smiles that I guess if you're working in psych, you understand what the smile is. He had the smile of a little boy when he would smile. It wasn't a grown man's smile. And so to me, that means that he probably suffered some trauma. Um, but then when you do cherish him, it's a little boy in him that is receiving that love. If you guys can understand that. I have a friend on YouTube who I support. Um, I used to talk to him quite a bit. Like in the DMs, I used to talk to him quite a bit. I'm very annoying when it comes to my friends because if I find that you have some kind of a talent or you have something to offer the world, I push you to give the world what you have to offer. And he has a little boy. Hey, hey, who that? Hey, awesome, who that? He had that little boy smile, but now he's doing big things. I'm gonna post him more. He's doing big things. That smile has turned to a grown man. I wish I would have seen that smile with Boss Man. I really wish that he would have received all the help that he needed. Um, Ironically, their camp was right by a um recovery center that I used to work at. This is where I met them. And I seen the genuineness of their souls, and that's why I I picked them up. I adopted them. I don't know, but one thing about Boss Man, I'm gonna miss his smile, and I just want people to know, like when I say that he watched the girls when they panhandled, he panhandled too, and he was not a pimp. Like he wasn't a pimp. He was there to make sure the girls were okay while they panhandled. I mean, they had to do what they had to do, and I'm glad that. Hey, real. I'm glad that that they didn't have to do certain things to make money. So I brought them some clothes. I got them a motel where they're panhandling at. There was a motel there, so I just got the girls a motel for the week. And I told them I'm going to tell the owner of the hotel I don't want nobody in and out of this room, but I really can't. I mean, once you give somebody something, you can't really dictate what they do with it. They've never. I don't think that these girls have ever, not ever, but I know with Boss Man around, they didn't have to sell, a whole lot to take care of their habit. But I do. There is there is sometimes Houston gets hit with some type of sometimes with the ER gets full because somebody comes through with some good stuff. Um and it's the good stuff that takes people away. And I did ask somebody one time because I had um a patient who overdosed, and then when she got up, she felt like she didn't want to be on this earth anymore, you know, because she was just done with her habit, and she almost died. And I asked her, we've had a run of people taking this substance and been losing people to it. And she was like, yeah, probably why I almost died. Can I say died? I don't know. I feel like I have to censor everything. Um, and I asked her, well, did you know that people were, exiting the earth? And she said, yeah, that's the good stuff. Everybody wants the good stuff. If it's going to cause you to exit the earth, it must be really good. She said, that's what I wanted. Anyways, I digress. That's probably not the best story to tell in the midst of this. I do feel like maybe like for Thanksgiving, I was like, oh my goodness, they're gonna be good. I wanted to go take care of this lady and her daughter because my assumptions were right about her just needing some help, you know, just needing some help, some extra help. And I didn't see her the last couple of days. Hope she like got a place to stay for a couple of days. I'll get her again. I'll get her again before Christmas. I'll definitely get the girls again. I might give them another week at the motel. So at least they can take a shower and the dog can be in the hotel. Maybe I don't know if they can leave the dog in the hotel, but and I don't even know if the dog is allowed to be in the hotel, but maybe they can leave the dog in the hotel while they go out. I don't know. I bought them some food, some water, some soda, some Gatorade. I was gonna give them money. I really was. I was gonna give them money, but I don't want to contribute to their downfall. But yeah, yeah, this is painful. This is painful. It's always painful when you lose somebody that you just want the best for them. It's very painful. It makes me, and it's not about me. These people have families. I don't know if these people are on the run. I don't know if these people are missing, you know. When I was younger, they don't do it in Walmart anymore, but when I was younger, like going into Walmart, I used to always look at these pictures of these people's kids. Like, let me look at these pictures because maybe I might see somebody's kid somewhere. I don't think they do that at Walmart anymore, but they do a lot of stuff online. There's a lot of stuff online. If you guys want to blow your money, there are a lot of charities online. Um, a lot of resources that you can contribute to. And a little bit goes a long way. You can't get everybody and you can't win them all. You know what I mean? You can't win them all. Um, but yeah. And Bossman wasn't the only one, so you know. But I just don't know what they're gonna do. And they're probably in shock right now. They're probably in shock right now. Cause I thought they would be good through Thanksgiving. And I didn't really go check on them during Thanksgiving. I didn't pray with them. Maybe I prayed for them, but I didn't pray with them. And maybe I should. My first nursing job, I was working ICU step down. So we had patients on vent. We had patients getting dialysis, patients getting blood transfusions. We had a lot of GI bleeds. We had some surgical patients. And That was back, I lived in the Bible well, Texas is kind of the Bible Belt too, but where I was from, it was really the Bible Belt, and, like, um, in psych, they tell you not to pray with your patients because, they can become hyper religious. And in psych, I mean, if you've been in psych for a year, somebody's gonna call you the devil, somebody's gonna call you God, somebody's gonna call you an angel. It's just part of, psychopathy sometimes. But everybody knew that I prayed, and so, like, when a patient asked for prayer, they were always calling me. When a patient tried to exit the world in, how would I say, like, a very, very serious attempt, they would always have me be the one-to-one. I always took care of the psych patients, so I said, "Y'all, I'm just gonna go be a psych nurse, cause and I found that niche. I found that niche. You know, it's saving lives in a different way. Because if somebody doesn't wanna be here, you convince them they have a reason to be here. That's it's very, rewarding, but I didn't pray with them. Um, and I'm working on my healing journey real. I'm working on my spirituality because I'm realizing that even with my best friends, I haven't even like invited them to go to church with me. It's weird because I stopped drinking, so they don't drink around me, which I don't require. And I just stopped drinking because it was no reason to. I'm not, I wasn't a big drinker anyway, so it wasn't nothing to not drink. But definitely prayed for them. Maybe I should have spun around Thanksgiving and took them something, some candy or something, just something, you know. A lot of these patients, they do have sweet tooth. They do have sweet tooth. Anyways, I'm not going to keep on rambling. I'm not going to keep on rambling. I still can do what I got to do, and I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna do more. I wish I could do a 1,000% more, and I wish that in Houston that I mean I could open a group home, but y'all, it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of work, and it's a lot. Everything is just a lot. Everything is just a lot when it comes to agencies and stuff like that, and um making the place nice and making sure the place stays nice. I would pretty much have to be on I would pretty much have to be watching what goes on 24/7 in order to have a group home here. Um, but yeah, just encourage people when you see them, encourage them, say a little something sweet you offer things to them so they know that you're doing it from the heart, and just do your best to take care of somebody who needs extra care. And it doesn't even have to be like the homeless. If there's somebody in your life that just needs extra care, try your best to meet some of their needs. And God will do the rest. Yeah. So yeah. I got therapy tomorrow, so I get to speak with my therapist. Um, so that's pretty right on time. But I just remember anyways. Yeah, but we still go through and keep I'm gonna assume that says glowing. I don't know why this dollar bill sign is here. Yeah, we'll keep going. Um, because there's so many others. There's just so many. And I had I had a channel before. Dang, I had a channel before, and I had like put out like to all the YouTubers that were in Houston that I knew. Um, I kind of had put out a I put out a, it would be really cool for our subscribers to see us all get together. Because the homeless people in Houston, it's an ocean. It's not a river. It's not a trickle. It's not the sea. It's an ocean. It's an ocean of homeless people. Ocean, younger people. I've seen what do you call it? A short person? Do you call them? What's the correct version of that? Seen everything out there. It's an ocean. And you feel like, oh my goodness, you just feel like you just put a drop of water into the ocean. That's it. A drop of water. Because there's not enough resources for everybody. There's just not. And them closing down the psych center, I don't know why they did that. Because that was downtown, convenient. We took in a lot of indigent patients, a lot. So we did such a great service. It's like almost, I hate to say it, to me, it's almost like devilish the way um they got rid of the psych center. But anyways, let me see. At least you understand. Some people think it's a lost cause, but the higher doesn't give up on us. Yeah, to him. This is for him. This makes me think of my brother who died over 30 years ago from HIV because he was a heroin addict from his early teens. He was 40 in his early 40s when he expires. I'm my condolences, who that I know 30 years may seem like a day to you. So my condolences. Um I'm pleased. Um I am a conspiracy theorist and I don't want to say everything all my conspiracies on YouTube because I feel like there's cures for everything, and I feel like a lot of these diseases are man-made and then they test them on people. But there's there a lot of they're when it comes to HIV, it's almost most people when you do their blood draw, they're undetectable because of the medications that we have now. It just started raining today, right now. It just started raining right now. I love the rain. Um, it's like that in Atlanta a lot. You know what? You guys know my sis ATL Shoddy. I love that woman. That woman could have a dollar. She's 15 cent, 20 cents. She's gonna donate to the homeless. Y'all. Y'all. Hey Krishna. Y'all, that woman has given her everything. That woman, even through her struggles, she never forgets the homeless. Never. I'm gonna post more of her videos on my community wall. Even through her struggles, she always Namaste, Krishna. They admit they do stuff as such, so it's not a conspiracy. Look up the Cali experiment. Okay. All right. Yeah, I go through a lot of rabbit holes real because you just can't tell me that this is that and that is this. But all right, I'm gonna go, y'all. Y'all, I've been here on 20 minutes. I just wanted to that's gonna be my last. I think that's gonna be my last update on that. I'm just gonna make sure the girls are okay, and then I'm going to Um, continue. I'll find another camp. I'll figure it out. The Lord will guide me. Hey, hey, Hassan. Hey, Hassan. Hassan, shout out to you. Shout out to you, Hassan. Shout out to you. Thank you so much, Hassan, for coming through and supporting everybody. It's a beautiful thing. T Racy, I mean, your channel is like everybody should like be on your channel, be on your community wall, on your posts day in and day out, because you really are positive. It really is a positive corner. Um yeah. But I'm getting ready to go, you guys. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go. I'm about to amp things up a little bit. I know what I gotta do. Yeah. Real said Tracy has the best posts. I do tell her. Yeah. Alice, Alice accentuate Alice on her posts are always positive. But her channel accentuating the positive needs a lot more love. Alice will really motivate you and just encourage you to have a good day. And then um Melissa too. I post Melissa a lot on my community posts because her post has a lot to deal with being an empath and dealing with narcissists, overcoming that, healing, and healing in the proper way, spirituality, um kind of like kind of like telling you to toughen up a little bit, and definitely reminding you to set boundaries. um it's a lot of things we can do if we do it in the right way, so that we don't stumble anybody. All right, so okay. Yeah. So yeah. And I didn't press the girls about everything. I understood everything that happened, and so um yeah. Tracy said T Racy. It's Tracy, but she goes by T Racy. We've known her for as T Racy for years, you guys. So she says she's trying to get to everyone's channel. She's been taking a break though. Yeah. It's good to take a break. And T Racy, we're gonna there's a lot of positive. My tribe, I have my tribe on YouTube. Everybody in this chat is part of my tribe. Because there's a spiritual connection there, right? There has to be, because it's like you guys have come into my life and I've taken to you guys really, really easily. And then there's, I think that before 2026, as far as anything negative or anything that causes your channel to stagnate, I'm just going to encourage everybody. 2026, let's have a good year. Let's let God take care of what God needs to take care of. All right, y'all. Okay, so shalom. I will talk to you guys soon. I hope everybody has a wonderful night. I'm gonna enjoy this rain. I'm off tonight. Um, I might ask to work tomorrow night so that I can jumpstart things. But it's getting cold. It's getting cold, you guys. Please consider the homeless right now. Um, I brought some pajamas for the girl because they have to sleep in layers. Now that it's raining, that just I can enjoy the rain because I'm inside, but the rain and the cold, that's not a good mixture either. My gosh. I might just have to like pass out like Mucinex and I don't know. I don't even know. Really if I had a real viable charity, I don't know if that would be legal. I don't even know what to do because I don't want people to get the sniffles and stuff like that. But oh my gosh, I don't know. But y'all just please, when it comes to the homeless, try to cherish them. If you really and go real cool vibes. They do a lot. When you and then you hear stories, it's once you hear it, like DMX, like DMX's death, like that like hurt the heart because he actually became addicted to certain things because somebody that was part of his family or a friend laced something and he became addicted to it. Can you believe that? Such a talent that he was. That was my boyfriend. He was one of my boyfriends, you know. So such a talent, you know, helped put New York on. Well, New York was already on the map, but he really DMX really rode for like you know what I mean, like his people. He really rode for his people. He wasn't there to exploit them in any way. You know what I mean? He and then Black Black Rob. I didn't even know Black Rob was dead. Oh my goodness. Is David Banner another one of my boyfriends? Yes, he is. Um, yes, he is one of my boyfriends. And y'all, I know a Houston rapper. We're not associates, we're loose associate because if I see him around, he knows who I am. Um, and my one of my friends, he is he is like on her, wants her, but he is way too old for her. But he came out and said, I was like, we had some good conversation. He came out and talked about how he black women this and I'm like, when I see him, I'm gonna roast him. I'm gonna be like, you can't get with my friend, dude. She's black. She's like black crayon black. Tell some black woman this and black woman that. I'm gonna push, 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 push. When I see him, I ain't looking for him. If I see him, he got some explaining to do. Talking all that loud mess, and was trying to shoot his shot at a Houston rapper who let him come on stage with them because I'm not trying to. Well, I guess I just exposed who he is, but whatever. I be seeing him around. I got him. We gonna have a conversation. And he is not one of my boyfriends, but DMX, yeah. And I feel for his kids too, because I don't know if he fixed all the fractured relationships that he had with his kids. But, the good Lord knows. I loved his prayers before he went on stage. Y'all, I like rap. Like I do. I like rap. I like R&B. I like everything. I do listen to a little bit of everything. A lot of gospels, a lot of hymns. But sometimes I might crank that rap up, for a couple of hours, especially when I'm cleaning. Sometimes when I'm cleaning, I like to listen to him. Sometimes I like to listen to rap, some R&B. Um Anyways, I've strayed from the subject. But thanks y'all for being in here. Thanks y'all for coming in. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Um and yeah, like I was saying, everything helps. Every little bit helps. It doesn't always have to be money, but but it's nice to see them get something that's they usually don't get. And they do have sweet tooth, so if you can have candy in your car, and even if you pass out like 5 Hershey's Kisses or Twix bars or whatever, that's doing something. And then just remember it's cold. Just remember how you feel when you're cold. I actually I'm gonna do a run through my clothes and get all the warm clothes. Since I am doing this weight loss. Yeah, that's what I should do. That's what I should do is just get all of my warm clothes, and then I'm not gonna I don't know. I don't know what happens when they go in the donation bucket. There are some there are some places which irritates me. It irritates my soul. It irritates me so bad. I'll just have a actually I've donated at a lot of hospitals that I worked at, which is good because get to see the patients wearing the clothes. Um, but some places you'll donate clothes to them and then they resell them, and I have nice clothes. I'm not saying that, y'all know I'm vain. I admit to it. I am a very vain person. I do, if I ever spend money on anything, it's on clothes. Even though I don't wear name brand clothes, I do like to look good at all times. I am very vain, so I have nice clothes, and there's no way I'm gonna donate clothes if they're supposed to be for homeless people. And then, what are you doing? Selling it to them, or do people have to now buy the clothes that are donated to give to the homeless? Like I'm confused. Like I'm confused as to why that is a thing. Um, and if I were a different person, I probably would call those places up and be like, "Shame on you." But I don't have time to do that. I got plenty of clothes to give out. So I'm gonna make that a priority too. That won't be hard at all. And then I need to buy some boots because a lot, shoes, you can get them shoes, but if they have like holes in them or they're like cloth, um yeah, you drop it in a clothes bin and they wash and resell them. It's robbery. Yeah, that's why. And I used to do that and be like happy, and then I was like, these people are reselling them. Like, why are they allowed to do that? And if they resell my clothes, the people that would get my clothes, they're going to wear them. They're not going to give them away. They're going to wear them. I'm going straight to the source. I'm going straight to the source. Because you can always give somebody something, and then you might say, "Oh, do you know somebody who could wear this size? You know somebody that could wear." You know what? To be honest with you, I'd rather just give it to the homeless. And if they take it and say they're gonna give it to somebody, but if they take it and they sell it, I have no problem with that. That's called being an entrepreneur. That's like you got a smart head on your shoulder. I'd rather them get some money than I'm donating it and you're reselling it. No, no, ma'am, no, sir, no, we can't do that. We can't do that. That's not how you go about doing things. So, no, nah, yeah. Goodwill and Salvation Army be upping prices. I started at times to just give clothes away. Yeah, just give them away. Just give them away. And then and then if you have different sizes, just ask them, you know somebody who could fit this? You know somebody who can fit this? They might say yes, they might say no. They might just want clothes for themselves, or they might take some extra, you know, you know. A lot of them have camps, a lot of them are families. They make families, so they stick together. They I don't know what to do. A lot of them get their wallets stolen. Um and my thing is like, just take the money and leave like the identification. So sometimes they get their wallet stolen, then the wallets go in the trash, so they lose their driver's license and stuff. Then it's hard to get them SSI because you got to get them driver's license and birth certificates and go through that. And I'm telling you, it takes a long time sometimes for them to get the for them to get what they need because they don't have all the right documents because they've been robbed. And so, and that's one thing I loved about Bossman. He watched over his people. He understood everything. Like he understood what paths he can go down. Um, and I reminded them all that the recovery center that I worked for, it was rehab. Um, they would give you 7 days if you were withdrawing. So if you were withdrawing from benzodiazepines, like bars, they call them Xanax bars on the street, fentanyl, alcohol. These are substances when if you withdraw from them, the withdrawal can actually uh, make you exit this world. So I always tell people, don't try to, I know that you want to be strong, and some people can do it, but because they know just not to go cold turkey, because sometimes cold turkey can make you exit too. But where I work, they did give certificates to certain people where I don't know who was paying them. I don't know who was paying for the certificate, because it was like if you were there for a month, you were paying 30 grand. So it was 30 grand a month. They had payment plans. We had a lot of people who were like doctors and stuff like that. They just came with the money. And then they had people. So yeah. So the rehab that I worked at, not me, and then like not a lot of the nurses and stuff, but there were people that were recovering addicts that they purpose well, I can't say purposefully because I guess that's illegal, but they did have people that were recovering addicts that worked there. So when the patient said, "You don't know what I'm going through," it's like, yeah, I actually do. I went through it, and let me tell you how many years of recovery I have underneath my belt. And um so I used to encourage them, because I would say, "I'll fight for you to get a certificate. I'll fight for you. I'll go and I'll talk for you." You know, 30 days sober. Oh my goodness. And it's so good when you see when they complete that 30 days and you're just like, you are nothing like when you first came in here. Oh my gosh. It's any transformation, y'all, any positive transformation. It's just amazing to see. It's amazing to see. I'd be so proud of my patients. I'm so proud of them. That breakthrough that breakthrough can be so painful, you guys, painful. Like right now, this part of my healing journey, I thought I was going to ace it. No, it is painful. It's painful. Like it's painful, painful realizing just how much everything we do is connected spiritually, and a lot of things can put up blockages. So anyways, all right, I love you guys. Thank you for sticking for thank you for being here and sticking it through with me. All right, go catch another live. I'm sure somebody's live right now. Go catch another live. I need to go catch a live too. If you guys follow Triple Headed Goddess, she's thanks real. I appreciate that. I wholeheartedly appreciate that. I appreciate you, real, a lot. I really do appreciate you. Um, and I admire what you do. I admire for everything that you do for the unhoused and the less fortunate, and everything that you do for us, because you come with the word, and you know, sometimes you're sober and you're sometimes you're sober, and sometimes you use humor. Both are genius, by the way. um and just continue to get just continue to get bigger, and continue what you're doing, because I definitely, you're one of the people, Miss Alice, for sure, you're one of the people I go back and listen to the lives, because I get something different If that makes sense. I get something different. Um, and yeah, I just tap into people. I do tap into stuff where I feel like I need to tell people, okay, that's enough. Let's move on. Let's move on. And I guess I'll do that. I've done it before. I'll do it again. Um, yeah, I tap into people who they're going through a healing journey too. Not you, real, but other people are going through a healing journey, and I get a lot of confirmation and a lot of motivation. So real, yeah, I appreciate you. I don't want to be weird because I really want to say like I don't know. I had said I wanted to interview you. I don't know. I feel like you have a story to tell. I feel like you have a story to tell, and I feel like even with Vaughn, I want to. I'll do an interview with Vaughn just to give her flowers, but I think that everybody in my tribe has a story to tell, and I feel like you can go on your platform and tell that story because it's yours. It's yours to tell. Yeah, yeah. You get it. You get it. You get it. I love my tribe on YouTube. I really do. I pray for you guys. Always wish the best for you guys. Try to support as much as I can for sure. And yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's do this. Let's take care of people, let's take care of ourselves and be happy. All right, bye. Bye. I gotta go. Um, yeah. Bye y'all. Shalom. Bye, Krishna. Thank you so much, Krishna sis. Namaste.